All right, welcome to the Hellion Rocks. We're talking to our good friend, guitar wizard extraordinaire, Justin Manning. What's up, buddy?
What's happening, guys?
You know, we're just enjoying all the new music and new ventures and that people are doing, and I understand that you got some stuff in the works, right?
Yeah, actually, we're recording the new Crowned by Fire record, which is about halfway done. Definitely we've surprised ourselves again. It's like, whoa. It's like, the last one I thought was pretty big and anthemic, and it's like, I want to write more of those. And we sure did, so I don't know when it's going to be out. I don't know any of that. Right now, all I know is that we're working on it. But it's going to be a banger for sure.
You can't rush Crown by Fire. Everything that I've heard, it just gets better and better. And right. It's a natural process. See, Crown by Fire to me is one of those bands that there's nothing contrived. You guys have ideas and schemes and plots, and they seem to come together. They come together in an organic flow, which makes Crown by Fire as special as they are.
I happen to agree. It's definitely nothing is contrived. The only real contriving there is to not go with any trends. I don't even really listen to a lot of metal, at least the new stuff. I'm kind of like an ostrich with my head in the sand, and it just kind of keeps me really, keeps things original, keeps things coming their own way. When we do sit down and write, I'm not sitting around, listening to the latest whatever record, and then wanting it to sound like that, So, that's pretty much, I try to listen to other forms of music, besides metal, and then go and write metal, and that's what I get, So that's kind of my process. Yeah, as far as rushing goes, you can't rush it, but it boils down to money. It costs, to do what we're doing, and that's always a big thing. Otherwise, it'd be done already. I'm quite honest with you. So, I mean, there's like 12 songs that are written. There's 4 that are done, completely done, and the rest are riffs and drums and bass lines, ideas that need vocals on them, and then too late to start putting the vocals down on it. It sort of gives us the map as to how the riffs and the song structure itself is going to go. And then we walk away from it and come back to it and refine again, and then refine again, and then refine again, and pretty much by then it's pretty locked and loaded at that point. So that's how we go about it, man.
And that's a successful formula because you guys did that with your EP release. I know you told me that when we talked before, and it worked. Yeah. I mean, what a great record! I still stand by that record.
It's a great record, man, and it's available for sale at www.chromemountainrecords.com. If you haven't got it, go out there and pick that one up, man.
That's right. Chrome Mountain taking care of you, right?
Absolutely, always. They're great over there, man. We've done all kinds of stuff with them. So, without them, that whole record wouldn't have gotten done. And, the last, 3 years worth of touring and, just all the different things that we've accomplished, definitely helped us do that. So, hats off to them. And, it's an arduous process, It's something that I think about constantly, work on constantly, If I'm not working on it, I'm thinking about working on it. You know, but
That's it. I know.
it's a passion. You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't be doing it. Believe me. You know.
Well,
So
everything I've ever gotten from you, Justin, is the fact that, regardless of what's going on outside, in your life, your heart beats music. And
absolutely.
I know that, you take inspiration in all forms. And to me, that's what true music is about.
Certainly.
I like you, I listen to a myriad of things that people wouldn't think I would listen to. And that surely
Right.
does influence who you are. And it doesn't
Absolutely, man.
limit who you are.
No, I mean, I'll go from literally like, I'm like a kaleidoscope of music. Like if you ride in the car with me, well, usually I'm on the phone in the car. So, but if I was, in the car listening to music in my truck here, I'd go from everything from, on my Pandora, I go everything from like George Strait to like, Tupac, and everything in
Right.
between. And those two things couldn't be farther apart from each other, And
Exactly.
so, I just it just gives me different ways of, I'll pull a little thing from the blues stuff. I'll pull a lot from the blues stuff. A little thing from the country as far as simplicity and song structure. There's even some things, I know most metalheads would probably kill me for saying this, but there's even certain things that you could pull out of some of the more heavy-edged rap stuff. As far as the way the beats are laid out, the way the pocket is set in the beats. And so there's a whole thing to it, a science that I study religiously, and I couldn't write it down in a book. I guess I'd have to show you,
Right.
So,
Exactly.
but
And
yeah,
I
man.
get exactly where you're coming from because I just talked to Monty Pittman the other day. He's got his new record out
Oh, he's a good buddy of
and
mine.
are coming out the 23rd, Inverted Grasp of
Well,
Balance, and
it
it's across the map from what you would think he would do too.
yeah, no, it rips. We've actually played together, and I actually just talked to him the other day, and we guitar nerd out, you know. But yeah, no, the new record rips. I thought the last one was really good, you know.
Right.
But yeah, he's a great player and a great songwriter, and he's one of those guys where I can blurt out a bunch of technical jargon, and he just picks it right up and blurts it back, more back at me, and it's kind of like basketball players, it's just it just kind of
Right.
happens, like before, next thing you know, there's a goal, or a score, or whatever you call it in basketball. Shows you how much I know about sports.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you on that. Justin, I think I saw you in a video that just came out. How'd that
Yeah.
happen?
A buddy of mine, I was doing a band with Dewey Bragg, like a side project, and it got kind of complicated with everything going on, and it kind of got put on the back burner, and I'm kind of a busy guy, man. We all are.
Yes, you
We all
are.
got a million going on, and there's a guy named Matt Carl Vincent from a band called King Creature out
Yep.
of London, and they're buddies of ours too. And I guess Moth's guitar player, whom I met, who's a really cool guy, man, super cool dude. He moved to Sacramento, and they were in need of a guitar player. And I guess Joe Puccio, I'm talking about the band Moth. Joe
Right.
Puccio, the bass player, was talking with Matt, mentioning that, they were looking for a guitar player, and Matt mentioned, well, since you're in LA, why don't you hit up Justin Manning from Crowned by Fire? And Joe's like, ooh, we didn't really know each other, but we knew of each other. And he goes, I'll hit him up. Matt's like, yeah, just hit him up, man. I talk to him all the time. He's super cool. So he hit me up, and I was like, that might work. Send me some stuff, and, let me hear what it's like, because I wasn't real familiar with the material. I'd heard of them, but I'd never really seen them play or anything like that. And he sent me some material. I was like, dude, this rips. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So we've been doing the mob thing, and we've got some new stuff recorded with that. Yeah, we shot a video, and it just came out Sunday. And
a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's a ripper. It's fun playing with those guys. It's cool because it's not my band, so I don't have like the headaches of what I would normally go through. Like as far as I don't really have to organize anything. I just kind of show up when and where they tell me to, and I just play the guitar, which is kind of refreshing. It's really like a fun thing for me because it's never in my music career have I ever had that.
You show up and you stomp a mud hole in everybody's ass is what you do.
Oh well, I try to, yeah. And it's one of those things where it just makes it fun again. It's a different group of guys, and I don't have the headache of the business aspect of it, of setting up studio time, setting up gigs, and setting up this, that. Making sure everybody can do this, that, and the other thing. Joe does all that. So I just, I'm just a yes guy. Yeah, sure, man. As long as I don't have to kid, then why not? And so, yeah, it's cool, man. A lot of fun. Great guys.
Nice, man. That's awesome to hear. So I'm really, and I know a lot of other people are. They're really anticipating some new Crown by Fire music, which we talked about, and you guys are making it happen. And people listening, guess what? Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, hopefully not too long. It's different though. It's got a different feel to it, man. There's some songs on there. One is a cover. We did another cover, which is talk about stomp a mud hole in your ass. Jesus Christ. And there's some other tunes. One is kind of got this weird like Alice in Chains sort of monster magnet feel to it. It's
nice.
Not really like super metal. It's like got this something like you've never heard from CBF before. It was all written in like 5 minutes out of the clear blue. Weird occurrences happen sometimes. And then there's another one called Hiroshima that is absolutely massive. It's just huge, dude. And I've probably listened to it about 1,000 times. And just like space music, by the time it actually comes out, I'll probably be sick of it. But, it'll be fun to watch everybody else trip out on it, and
right.
I'm really hoping to get this record out quicker than it took to get space music out, because we made everybody wait an awful long time for that one, and it was only 6 songs. So,
right.
This next one, I really want to try to get this sucker out there as quickly as I can. So,
are we talking about a full record?
Yeah, full length. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, full length. It'll be 10 to 12. Like Prone to Destroy. There's some people that they want full length records. The labels out there, overseas and stuff like that. In order to get into that market, they love us, but they want full length records. So,
right.
In order for CBF to get any bigger than it is, we got to give them what they want. So,
we're talking to Justin Manning from guitarist from Crown by Fire, and a lot of people ask me what it is about Crown by Fire. Tell me about Crown by Fire. And the thing about the band is I really can't put my thumb on, and I don't like putting my thumb on genres. To me, Crown by Fire embodies just some deep, heavy music. And here recently, I've come to the conclusion that there is no correct answer for what's a good record or what's a good band. If you could put something on and get lost in it, there you go. That's Crown by Fire.
Right. Well, thanks, man. I was talking to my buddy Mikey Doling the other day, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, I don't understand why you guys aren't the biggest band in the world, man. He's like, you're not really metal, but you're not a rock band. He's like, I can't put my finger on what it is. There's tons of double bass, double kick playing. It's just laden with double kick, and shredding guitar solos and ultra heavy riffs, but it's got this old school, like cowboy sort of, like Motorhead, you know what I mean? And, again, I think that, for any kids out there listening that beat their head against the pavement trying to figure out how to be original, we just didn't try. When we first started, it was like, well, what are we going to sound like? Wow, I don't know. Let's just take all the bands that we love and put them in one big pot. I mean, if you like onions and you like potatoes and you like cumin and paprika and this and that, and you just you're going to end up with an original recipe. But so many bands these days, and I'm definitely not going to name names, but so many bands just replicate what's popular. And I think that's a huge mistake. And they don't see success.
That's a loss.
Yeah, they don't see success early on. They get frustrated and break up. And, for CBF, we saw success early on and have continued to, obviously not worldwide success yet, but in today's market, it's hard to do. But, we've continued to, and I think that just because we didn't try too hard, we were just, we like what we like, I'll throw the Black Label guitar pings in there here and there, and, the Pantera, super crunchy riffs, and the Dimebag whammy pedal, and, then there's the major pentatonic slash stuff, and he's going from Ozzy to Lemmy to, the dude from Monster Magnet to and it turns into his own whole thing, and it's like, again, it just comes from not really trying too hard. So there's a very gray line in between replicating what other people do and being influenced. I guess that's what I'm saying. So.
Right. And I can pick up stuff like, every now and then, wait a minute, did I just hear like a country lick? I can hear that in the music at Crown by Fire. Wait a minute, did that just remind me of Thin Lizzy? Wait a minute, did that just remind me? But it's not a clone.
Right.
It's paying homage to it.
Yeah, it's all, you only have 12 notes. So,
right.
There's stylings. Like you take a song like Shake the Bag, that original riff is kind of based off of like a country thing, and you wouldn't really know it unless I said it. It's like, and then you went back and listened to it, or if I play it for you, and then you go, oh yeah, it's got a twang to it. So, it's just stuff like that, and it's all, we just, make one big giant metal gumbo, rock and roll gumbo.
That's it.
Yep.
That's why a band like Crown by Fire stays constant in my rotation. Not the fact that I know you guys. That's, to me, that's irrelevant. You know,
Well,
it's
that's
cool
why.
that we're friends and we talk, but I
Right.
can listen to the music, and be objective about it, and it's good. It's
Right.
good.
Well, thank
And I just want to tell people, shut up with all the stuff. Just listen. Open your ears up and listen. That's what music was all about in the first place. Was it was something we enjoyed, and it was something spiritual inside of somebody, and they decided to bang on something to make music, and
Right.
it was a release. And
Right.
us as listeners are very fortunate that there are people out there that can get that out of themselves and put it down, on recording for us to share and enjoy. And we just need to let ourselves go and get rid of all the bullshit in our lives. Just
Yeah.
let that stuff go and enjoy what we have around us.
I agree, man. I definitely try to do that as much as I can. I mean, you're talking about inspiration earlier. A lot of artists get inspired when they're down, or when they're sad. But I don't. If I'm feeling bummed out about something, I won't. I don't even want to mess with it. Like, I just feel not into it. But when I'm happy and upbeat, that's when I'm artistic. So for me, it's essential to keep my life as drama free as I can, and just cruising along and be as happy of a guy as I can be. And I'm a pretty happy guy. I got a lot of great stuff in my life. I'm very, very blessed, man. So
Awesome. I likewise find myself blessed, and I'm doubly blessed by being able to talk to good people like yourself and Monty and Dewey Bragg and stuff like that. I know you guys, and I see where you guys are coming from, and it just makes things a little bit better.
yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about doing music too. It's like all of us. It's one big happy family. We're all buddies. We all know each other, even though we live in different parts of the country. And, we all regularly, text and talk, because, it's, there's people that are like-minded or kind of, going through the same struggle as I am, you know what I'm saying? And that's really, really nice to have, or like when I was writing this record, this song, when I was talking about earlier, Hiroshima, and it's got this weird scale pattern to it. I had an idea of what it was, but I just didn't know what to do to solo on it. So I shot it over to Marzi Monazzeri, and, because he's a fucking guitar wizard. And,
right.
And he was like, yeah, harmonic minor, blah, 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 blah. I go, yeah, that's what I thought. So he was able to back up my initial intuition. And then I knew going into it that I was, I'm going down the right path, So he was able to turn the light on for me. I'm going down the right path and knocked it out of the park, So it's so great to have, buddies like that that can answer questions like that when you have them, So
meaningful. Yep.
Yeah, it's meaningful. And, they do think, some people would go a different route than say would be my first, whether it be a business thing or whatever. There's more than one way to skin a cat. It's one thing I've learned lately, which has been pretty interesting. So. It's,
awesome. So we're talking to Justin Manning from Crown by Fire. You can pick up Crown by Fire stuff at chromemountainrecords.com. Get them on Facebook. Crown by Fire's on Facebook. Do yourselves a favor, man. Check this band out. Got new music's coming out pretty soon. And if it holds true, which I have no doubt in my mind, when it does come out, it's going to be at the top of the Hellion Rocks top 10 releases of that year. I know that for a fact.
Right on, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think you'll be impressed, man. You're into the band. You're definitely going to like this. I wish I could play it for everybody right now, man. I want to play it for people more than they want to hear it. Believe me.
Nice.
But you know, I can't. You know, I know the last record, it took so damn long that we leaked things out here and there because we're trying to keep people's interest. You know, and this one we're definitely going to keep it locked and sealed until the day that it comes out.
Perfect.
And, you know, then boom.
Perfect.
Drop it. So, yeah.
Nice, nice. Well, like I always do on the Hellion Rocks, you know, we're going out to 140 countries. I like to let the people I talk to have their speak. Justin, the world is yours. Tell the world what you want to tell them at this point in time in your life.
Never give up on your dreams. You know, I've seen things. I've seen things that would make you realize that you should. And I don't think enough people get to see that stuff. And you know, you can really make your life whatever you want to make it with enough dedication and hard work. And it may sound cheesy, but it's true. You know, and that's definitely what I would say to people, man.
Nice. So again, Crown by Fire's got Prone to Destroy out. Fantastic record. They followed it up with Space Music for Cave People. Excellent record. New one in the works. Chrome Mountain Records. Justin Manning. Kicking ass and taking names.
The new one's called Black Slate.
Black Slate.
Black Slate.
Yeah, oh, well, you know what? Before I get away from that, you can have Sam Sheeran work on the artwork again?
Yeah, actually, we were at I went and saw my old buddy Zach play the other night at the Fonda, and I stumbled upstairs, drunk, of course, and there's Sam standing there. So we talked about it, and we actually came up with a concept while we were standing right there, looking because there's this rooftop patio, and we were looking off the rooftop out at Hollywood, and we came up with I just popped into my head. I go, what about this? Look at that, look at that, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. He's like, dude, that's an amazing idea. I said, let me run it by John, and I'll get back to you. So I did. Actually, that reminds me, I was supposed to let Sam know that it's a go. So, like
nice.
A week ago. So, yeah. So, yeah, of course, man. Sam's our buddy, and you know, he's one of the greatest album cover artists of all time. We'll definitely be working with him a lot, you know. So.
Perfect. Well, all right. I know you're a busy cat. We're talking to Justin Manning, Crown by Fire. New stuff coming out. This is the Hellion from the Hellion Rocks. We're out. Cool.
Cool, man. Thanks, brother.
All right. Yeah. And just a heads up for you,